Okay, so today we're gonna go over this beat right here.
Bless those keys, the Rmc.
Okay, so right off the back, I was using an ambience piano and the chords went like this. I was playing the key of D, then I went up to an E, then I went up to an F, back to E, simple, and then back to D. For this one, I just used an h.e.r plugin, and it was an ambient space piano. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead. No EQ on this one. So then after that, I went ahead and used a second piano, which starts on this part right here. That's kind of like the melody that's playing basically like the entire time. Of course, in that key still. And for that one, I use a Piano V2 American Classic from Arturia, and I also use a Pro Q3, and I just EQ'd it like this. And then after that, I just use a Valhalla reverb, and I just lowered down the mix maybe like 20%, 19%, not to have too much reverb on there. And then after that, I went ahead and added this piano right here. Played the exact same chords that I did for the first ambient space piano, just a little bit more subtle so it could sound, more emotional, I guess. Let's just hear all of them together. Let's see how it sounds. It sounds like this. And just keep in mind that that little piano part right there only comes in every time the chorus hits or something like that. Now this is the vocal chop number 1 that I use. Nothing much to show there, but I did use Arcade for that, and this vocal chop is called Stuck on You, so you guys want to go check that out. That's what it's called. And also used a Pro Q3, just lowered right here a high frequency that was coming out in the midsection, and I hired some of the highs right here in this section, and of course just lowered everything in the low section. And I went ahead and used this vocal chop as well for the second 4-bar loop. That was kind of what set the tone. And it's also on Stuck on You, and I use a Pro Q3, same thing, and I use a Valhalla reverb on this one and an expander. And the only reason I use an expander because I wanted the vocals to just spread out more. So what you want to do here is you want to kind of use a threshold and put it like -20, give it more of a wider field. And honestly, I didn't really mess with anything else after that. Now for the snare, I did use one of my own snares from my pack. If you want to cop that, I'm gonna leave the link down in the description. It's absolutely free, and the snare sounds like this. So that's a little, rhythmic, and altogether it sounded like this with the snare. Sounds give it a little bit more of a rhythm than just regular, every, half note or whatever. Then I used another snare and it sounded like this, which is actually a snap. And for that one, I just used this EQ, of course, a Pro Q3, and I just lowered some of the high mids. Nothing huge sometimes. Sometimes when the clap or the percussion you're using already sounds good, you don't gotta do too much to it, to be completely honest. Then this is the kick I use, again from my pack. It's a little distorted. Sorry, I wasn't highlighting that. This is what it looks like. And for that one, I just used an equalizer. Some people think they gotta use so many things. No, sometimes an EQ is all you really need. Then I went ahead and just, these hi-hats were really smacking. I really like the way the hi-hats sound for this beat, so I just went ahead and used this. I just played these separately. I drew them in with the brush tool, and then I played some of them with the keyboard. And it sounds like this with the kick and the snare. Hey, that's hard. Hey. That sounds really good. If you can tell, like everything has breathing room. Like right now, everything is breathing. Like there's nothing like colliding with one another, which I think that's kind of the key when it comes to creating these type of beats. These R&B or like these emotional type beats. You just gotta leave a lot of space with the drums, so the artist can just come in, bam, do his thing. Now for some parts in the hi-hats, I did want to just bring in a regular 1/16 note hi-hat, just counting all the time. So I just added these. Nothing special together. Nothing crazy going on right there. And then I added this bass, Moog bass from Omnisphere as well. It's called Growler Moog bass, in case you guys want to check it out. It sounds like this. The little glide right there. Hey, oof. And all together with the drums, it's gonna sound nice. Let me just add one vocal right here. Hey. It's crazy what bass and drums can do together. Hey. That beat, that sounds hard right there. Just by itself, that sounds hard, damn. And for the bass, all I did was add a Pro Q3, raise up some of the mids, and a compressor. Why did I add a compressor? Because the Growler Moog was kind of like going up and down too much, like way too much over any other instrument, so I just had to add a compressor to keep that kind of balance. But you know, it's nothing crazy. I just added the compressor, I left the threshold at 20 and the ratio at 2.1. And at the end, I just add an effects, rise, and a crash. So here's the full beat. This is what it sounds like. And after that, the beat just drops again. Once again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. We're almost at 100 subscribers. You know, this is like my second channel. If you want to go watch my first channel, then you know already it's just Rmc Beatz, not 2.0. That's like more of a vloggy style type of channel, type of videos, type of thing. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys are enjoying this video. Till next time, peace.